what people think? Like, is this what people think? I had a boyfriend once who tried to fix every problem that I had, and I had to preface every problem with, I don't need you to fix this. I just need to be upset about it, and I need you to hear me be upset about it for a second. Like, that was it. And that was the end of the conversation. He was so lovely about that. And, like, I don't know. Does that make sense? Because, like, I feel like there's just such an interesting culture that started on social media about, like, you have a problem, fix it instantly. No. You have a problem, sit in it and understand the problem. And obviously that mentality is not for everyone. Sometimes people literally just need to move on from their problem. Like, sometimes that's what people need. But, like, it's just not the way. That's just not the way. And, like, I absolutely adored my boyfriend, my former boyfriend, for wanting to not have me be upset. But the reality of life is that being upset is a part of it, and it adds to the human experience. And if you don't have bad days, you can't appreciate good days. So, like, saying shit like, oh, like, flip the switch, was having a bad day, but now I'm having a good day. It's like, yeah, and I'm really happy for you. But sometimes you don't have to fix it immediately. Sometimes it's okay to sit in it and grieve it. And, like, I don't know. Am I making no sense? Because I don't think that the mentality of, like, I'm doing fine is a bad thing. I think sometimes it gets us through some tough moments. And, like, if you have a job that you need to get done, you can just be like, okay, I will deal with this negative feeling later. But you have to deal with it. Being like, I'm anxious and overwhelmed, and then just being like, I'm fine, it's, like, not a good thing. Please, like, explore what is making you anxious and overwhelmed, and, like, sit the person you love down if they're trying to, like, fix your problems for you, and just say, hey, I appreciate that you're trying to make me feel better, but what would make me feel the best right now is if you just heard me feel bad. Samara, I love you so much. I don't know. I don't know if I make any sense. It's just so important that we navigate those feelings and also shut down the toxic ones. Like, the ones that are like, you're never gonna make it. Because I have that, like, every single day. I have this, like, imposter syndrome in my brain that's like, your success is not deserved. You haven't done anything. All of that, right? So, like, I don't know, I'm rambling, and this is gonna end up on the internet. It already is on the internet, and people are gonna be like, Rachel Zegler makes no sense for 20 minutes. But, like, I don't know. That's just something that happens to me often, is that I just, like, wake up in the morning, and I'm like, well, this is the day that everyone realizes that you are a hack. Don't entertain those thoughts. But when you are feeling anxious and overwhelmed, like, examine why, navigate the reason, and understand if the reason has any basis. That's what my therapist always says, is that we make a column of the anxieties I have, the reason I have it, and how I know that that is or isn't true. It's just like, I don't know, I just feel like it's not that difficult to just do that, but maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I also want to say that there's a really fun thing that's happening today, and that is, it's Oscar Isaac's birthday. I think we should just talk about that. Also, on my Twitter, I have retweeted a couple of numbers, like phone numbers, that you can call that are Alabama lawmakers, to urge them not to pass the bill that is supposedly going to protect children aka making resources for trans youth a felony. So if you can go on to my Twitter, retweet those phone numbers, retweet those articles. It's very important. It's important to me. It's important to the future of trans youth and the present of trans youth. Amy, your birthday is December 18th, and we all freaking know it. It's very, very important. So if you could just go to my Twitter, check that out. Someone's asking me to repeat. I think you're asking me to repeat the method I have with my therapist. And so basically we make a column of something I have anxiety about, the reason I might have that anxiety, and then like whether or not that's a basis for if it's true or not, and how I know if it's true or not. So, you know, one time I was having a lot of anxiety about my career, and I was like, I'm never gonna do anything ever again, which is not true at all, but like, you know what I mean? I had one of those moments, and I have it quite often, and I said, I am anxious that my career is over because of COVID. And then, what did we write down? And then I wrote down, you know, I haven't booked anything, the movie got postponed, and then the next column, I wrote, this is how I know that this isn't true. And I wrote down a bunch of stuff, and stuff that I was working on, stuff that I was doing. Yeah, so that's a really helpful method for my anxiety, because I also have just like very normal everyday anxieties. It's just kind of like death, you know what I mean? I have those kinds of days as well. Yeah, I don't know. I am not making any sense because I haven't had water in an hour. My therapist does not know who I'm playing in Shazam. Babe, Star Wars movie, Empire Strikes Back, which I think is probably a very common answer. Trying to think if there was anything else I needed to say. Oh, I think that was it. I think I'm gonna get some water. Maybe watch a movie. I don't know. I love you all for being here and listening to me bitch for like 20 minutes about how social media is fake. I didn't ask. Yeah, I don't know. Let me sing you a song. Moon River, wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbows and waiting round the bend, a huckleberry friend, Moon River and me. Do you feel calm and relaxed now? Maybe? Possibly? Okay. I'm gonna go. Thank you for letting me rant. I love you all very